Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Randall Grilli, Director of Media Relations at Asus. Thanks for joining us, Randall.
Great. Thanks for having me, Fred. I appreciate it.
Well, you've got some new products that you've unveiled, and really, I guess, I don't know if it's summer season, back to school, or all of the above that you're aiming at here with some really interesting new machines.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of products that came out at CES that are just coming into market, and then we also have a bunch that we just launched in Computex about 2 weeks ago. Computex, for those that don't know, is basically the equivalent of CES, which is the Computer Electronics Show in America, but it takes place in Taipei.
And some of the highlights here, you've got a new ZenBook in various sizes and a ZenBook Edition 30.
Sure. I mean, again, for those who aren't aware, ZenBooks are kind of our ultra line, of ultrabooks. It's the pinnacle of the Asus brand in terms of laptops. And so we basically have them in a variety of flavors, some for more business purpose, some kind of all-around machines. And so we launched a wide variety over the course of this year. One of the first ones that we launched was the UX392, which is a ZenBook S line. And S always means very thin and light. So we launched that, like I said, at CES, and it's now available to sale. And it's a great all-around computer that has great portability and mobility. And then at Computex, we actually launched a few more. We launched a ZenBook 13 UX334, which is an ultra-compact Windows 10 laptop, and now has our ScreenPad 2.0. So last year at Computex, we actually debuted ScreenPad 1.0. And essentially, it turns in your normal touchpad that you'd use to mouse around into a more intelligent touchpad that actually turns it into a secondary touchscreen that you can use as a display to enhance your productivity or just kind of upgrade your experience all around.
Cool. There's also a new ZenBook Pro Duo.
Sure. The ZenBook Pro Duo is basically, a lot of the things that we introduced over the past year, we really combined to create this kind of laptop on steroids, if you will. It's a 15.6-inch laptop. It has a 4K UHD OLED display, and then also comes with a 14-inch full-width 4K, what we're calling ScreenPad Plus. So just like in the ScreenPad that I mentioned that we launched last year, and now we carried down to more of our models, and now we're calling it ScreenPad 2.0. ScreenPad Plus actually takes up the full width of your laptop. So it adds a bunch of extra features. It adds more room for creativity. You can use a touch pen. You can do, drawing or rendering or video editing. And the specs on it are extremely powerful. So it's made to be able to game or do, high complex creative rendering. It comes with a 9th gen Intel Core i9 CPU, also a GeForce RTX 2060 GPU, and Wi-Fi 6. And typically, we only position kind of our ROG laptops as kind of being a workhorse for gaming or business. But this is the first time that we're actually positioning a ZenBook as being able to game because it has that great RTX 2060 and being able to be a great workhorse. So if you're looking for a more professional computer that can do both, this would be the one for you.
And of course, gaming is one area that remains pretty hot in the computing space, right?
Definitely, absolutely. And like I said, while our ZenBooks are perfect for a wide variety of things, if you're really going to do that complex gaming, you really need to have one of those new RTX cards, those graphics cards, to give you, the wow and the lack of jitter or lagging. So that RTX GPU definitely will give you all the power you need to play the top games at peak performance.
You've also got a couple new Vivo books. Give us the specs on what we're talking about here and who these are aimed at.
Sure. Yeah. So the Vivo books are kind of the cousin of the ZenBook. We like to share our learnings across all of our product lines. So like I said before, we introduced ScreenPad last year at Computex, and it was only in one ZenBook. Now we have them across full line of ZenBooks in a variety of sizes, and now we're also introducing them to the Vivo books. So the Vivo books are, like I said, the cousin of the ZenBook, and we really aim those more at college students and high schoolers. They are are great machines. They will come down a little bit in spec. They go up to a Core i7 processor, but these new ones also have ScreenPad on them. So they'll have ScreenPad 2.0 just the same as the ZenBooks do. And another thing that we do as we aim at kind of a younger demographic or anyone who kind of likes a little bit of whimsy and fun. They come in three different colors. Two of them are brand new for Asus, which is a moss green and a punk pink. And then it also comes in your more regular transparent silver.
You know, we were talking about gamers a bit. You're doing something right now that's pretty interesting, trying to entice people to trade up with their graphics cards. Tell us what you're doing.
Sure. I mean, when RTX came out earlier this year, it was kind of a game changer, and that is because, if you're not familiar, RTX stands for ray tracing, and the easiest way to explain it is just adding more depth, more points of contact, rays referring to rays of light, so they refract more and create a more vivid image. I think one of the best demos I saw that demonstrates it is more true to life with mirrors. Typical computers that don't have ray tracing can't show an actual reflection in a game, across water or something that gives it that true, or even in a mirror, if you have a game that has one, that just gives it that true real to life kind of look and feel. That really just adds that letter of realism to the game that makes it much more enjoyable and kind of gives you that wow factor that you want when you're gaming.
So how does this trade-in program work?
So the trade-in program, you basically you can go to the ROG website. You can literally just Google trade-in. It's probably the best way to go about it. And then there's a list of qualifying materials that you can go to. Then just enter them all in, and then it will give you a set of options.
For more info on all this that we've talked about, where do folks go?
Well, you can go to the Asus website, of course, asus.com. If you're interested in the gaming aspect of it and doing the graphics cards like we just talked about it, then you'll definitely want to head over to Republic of Gamers, which is our gaming sub-brand. Many people aren't familiar with it, but it's been around about half as long as Asus right now. And you can go to that website at rog.asus.com. That's rog.asus.com.
Great stuff. Randall Grilli, thanks for taking the time with us.
Great. I appreciate it again, you having me.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C-Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.